Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big.
Leaders are made, leaders are not born. Leaders are born in industrialist houses. That is possible because in an Indian promoter company, only their children take over as a managing directors and CEOs. That is not genetic, but that is a will. But even if you see Bollywood, maybe I'm a one of the best actor, my son or daughter may perform well or not. So it's not genetic. So what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, the emotional intelligence of parents definitely contribute towards the leadership of their children, but they are all made. I'm open for a discussion on this, that leaders are made, not born. Now, when they are made, who makes them as a leader? First, I said parents. Second, I said primary school teachers. Now, first of all, what do you require to be a leader? I always say 3 things. When I was working as a human resources person in the corporations, I must have interviewed over 60 to 70,000 people. I must have hired, 7 to 8,000 people in my lifetime all over the world. What we see in 20 minutes, where we decide that this person is worth for 20 crores, 10 crores rupees salary, what we see, we don't see. I must tell you, I don't see, when I have interviewed 70,000 people, any qualification, any percentages. Yes, I know this person is an engineer. I know, but that's not important. What is important is attitude, which is 90%. Can I assess that? There are 5 things that transform a leadership. For me, the most important thing is transform. The most important is, especially in the school, how I can transform the behavior of a person. So there, the first thing is that the principal is seen is by the teachers as an equal participant in learning. And let me tell you, I know about most of the best schools of India. I really don't know why most of the principals, they have an attitude, touch me not. They behave like a bureaucrat. They, try to operate through 3 or 4 cronies around them. And these cronies try to be a bad cop for rest of the teachers. That is not a good thing. The first thing, the principal himself or herself should be seen, should be watched and observed by the teacher as an equal participant in learning. वो कोई ऊपर से नहीं आए. I don't want to talk about, there's a chain of schools where it's a ridiculous thing. Person joins as a TGT, PGT, head of the department, then vice principal, and those people, because the virtue of the seniority, they become principals. I really wonder, suddenly what happens, they were used to have at the lunch breaks together, and suddenly they start sitting in a big room, and then they start avoiding people. So we have to be very careful about that. The second is awareness. Teachers are aware of the impact, opportunities, and challenges. I'm very happy that today CBSE is organizing and has understood the programs which they need to organize. I was going through a training, CBSE complete website, where they are at any given time are running over 100, 200 programs. And now they say that there's a compulsory, but we need to learn lesson from places like Dubai, where they said, if you are not having a 30 or 40 years of a training, your license will not be renewed. In fact, every teacher should be given a license, and we need to, see that person is being updated on that or not. Third is the structure. School operates as a network, not in a hierarchy. I don't know how many of you have done a management courses, but this is the most successful. Hierarchy happens only in the government offices. That is one of the reasons I was also working, through UPSC in the government. You will be surprised to know that, one section officer or under secretary will put up a file and it will go to the chief secretary, and the same way it will come down. What happens? Only the person who works is the section officer or under secretary. That should not happen. There should be a networking. People should be assigned, certain groups should be responsible to undertake certain activities. And the fourth thing is assumption. School knows young people need more than just a grade. I'm extremely sorry, whether they are parents, whether the neighbors, whether even the teachers, and whether the school, whether the principal, whether the management, everybody is talking about grades. Class 10, class 12, what percentages? How many people are above 90%? How many people are above? I tell you, it is the society. I'm going to talk about blaming people. That is the reason India has become, we people are responsible. India has become a capital of suicide. And most of suicides attempts are being done by children, and that also in the month of February and March, because of the fear of the board. We need to change this system, develop an attitude. Grades comes in 10%. We are all working for 10%. We are missing out 90%. Collaboration, which all of you know that school leaders are aware of an unpredictable world, are developing vision with and not for people.